Hello, it's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. I wanted to touch base with you today and show you what I'm eating for my first meal of the day. And, by the way, today is January 4th, Wednesday, 2023. Already. Okay, I've got a wedge of blue cheese here. I've got some ham slices. This is actually a smoked pork loin that I purchased the other week at Fairway. It is extremely good, by the way. And I have 2 eggs, and all of this, with the exception of the cheese, is cooked in beef tallow. It is a little after 12 noon, and this is my first meal of the day, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm also going to have a cup of coffee when I finish my meal. Alrighty, I will come back and show you what I eat on the next round. Alrighty. Okie doke, I'm done with my first meal of the day. This is what I have left. I am completely satisfied. I have a little bit of ham left, or smoked pork. I've got a small piece of blue cheese, and I will put these aside and I will eat them at another time. But until then, I am very, very happy and satisfied. Okie dokie, it's about 5 o'clock in the evening, and I'm getting ready to have my second and last meal of the day. It's not this. I actually cooked 5 pounds of chicken quarters, which I'm going to debone like I usually do, and then I'm going to take all the bones, the gristle, the scraps, etc., and I'm going to put it back in this broth, and I'm going to cook them probably for another 20-30 minutes, and I'm going to get some bone broth out of this. I can eat this, and also these are for my pets as well. I picked this up at Fairway today for 99 cents a pound, and I thought that was pretty good, so instead of putting it in the freezer, I just decided to cook it up right away. Now then, for my supper, I removed one of the quarters, and I have put it under the broiler. Now, the broiler is not on right now, but keep in mind this thigh and leg, the chicken quarter, is already cooked because I boiled it, right? So on the top of the chicken quarter, I put some garlic powder, some onion powder, some paprika, and let me see, some salt and pepper. And I put it under the broiler for a few minutes. And this pan is the same pan that I used the beef fat, and I cooked my first meal, which was eggs and ham. So, I hope you can see how really awesome that looks. Now the broiler is off, it is still sizzling. Oh, and after I put the spices on, I put a tablespoon of butter on top of the chicken to melt down over the chicken and crisp up that skin. So I think that's going to be really, really good. All right, now then, what I have to go with that, I've got in this saucepan, it's what I bought at Fairway, frozen cauliflower and frozen broccoli. They call it winter mix, comes in the same bag. I am just cooking that with a very tiny bit of water in the bottom of it. All right, so I'm going to leave the lid off so the steam escapes. Then I will put a little bit of butter on the top of that. Now then, over here I have some chopped cucumbers in vinegar, which are really good. I love them. And right here I mixed a tablespoon of sour cream and a tablespoon of my homemade Italian dressing, which is made from sour cream and vinegar and seasoning. So it's really good. It's delicious. And this is going to go over the winter mix vegetables. And that is going to be my supper. I'm really looking forward to it. All right, and in actuality, this is my second meal and my last meal of the day. All right, I just wanted to show you that. You can let me know what you think. Now then, tomorrow we'll get back to it and I'll show you what I'm eating tomorrow. I love these cucumbers with some vinegar. It's awesome. A little salt and pepper. Delicious! Here is my supper. Nice and ready to eat. I think it looks good enough to eat. Good morning. It's Thursday, January 5th, 2023. And here is my breakfast. It's about 10:32 in the morning. And I am having some crisped beef fat, which is awesome, by the way. I have 3 eggs with a little bit of leftover Italian sausage and some cheese. Just, I think it's Colby Jack cheese. I had a little bit of shredded cheese left in the fridge. It's not a beautiful plate, but it is my plate and I'm very, very happy with it. I will, this is my first meal of the day, and when I eat again, I will be happy to come back and show you what I'm eating. I just want to mention one thing. I've been buying free-range eggs. These happen to be Nellie's 18-pack. The reason I bought them is because they are not that much more expensive than a dozen of the regular eggs right now. So I am buying these. Now, honestly, I can't tell a difference in the taste between the free-range eggs than the regular eggs, but here's what I've noticed. When I eat regular eggs, I can't eat more than 2 because it upsets my stomach, and I know that it's not the yolks, it's the whites that upset my stomach. So I have to be careful there. But since I've been eating the free-range eggs, I can eat more than 2 eggs and they do not upset my stomach at all. I don't know what that means. Let me know in the comments if you have that issue. But I have noticed that. Not a difference in the taste, but a difference in the way my stomach feels after I eat them. So, I'll be back at my next meal or the next time I eat, and I will show you what it is. Oh, look at that beef fat. Isn't it awesome? I have to tell you, it's delicious. I put a little salt on there after I cook it. Yum, yum, yum. This is my second meal of the day. It's about 3:20 in the afternoon. And what I have here is a lovely gift I received for Christmas from my son and daughter-in-law from Omaha Steaks. They sent me a box of various kinds of meats. I have already had 2 of a box of filet mignon, and they were awesome. Sorry I didn't show you those, but I have 2 left, so I will show you those when I cook them. However, in this box is boneless chops, pork chops, wrapped in bacon. Now let's see. There's 4 of them. Now all of these are thawed out, so I am going to cook all of these. and then I will be able to eat them over the next couple of days. So let me show you. The Omaha steak package, by the way, came beautifully packed in a beautiful styrofoam cooler with dry ice. They were frozen solid. It was really wonderful. So very, very good. Now then, the boneless pork chops, I'm just going to follow the oven directions, which is preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Remove the pork chops from the packaging, pat dry, season as you wish. I'm not going to season these. I will salt them when they're done. And then it says 20 to 25 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do. And like I said, I'm going to cook all 4 of these at once, as long as I'm heating up the oven. Okie doke, you can see that I have seasoned my cast iron skillet with some bacon fat. And I want to show you how the bacon is secured to this rather large boneless chop with a metal skewer. So when they're done, those will be removed. I'm going to just loosely cover the top of the pan with foil to keep from splattering, but not enough to hold in the steam because I don't want them to be steamed. Okay? All right. When they are done, I will show you what I have. So I'm going to set my timer for 25 minutes. This is what I'm going to have with the Omaha boneless pork chops, wrapped in bacon. It's just green beans. This is a can of Aldi cut green beans. I don't care for the French cut green beans. I know a lot of people like them. I just don't really care for them. So I've got a can of the cut green beans from Aldi from my pantry. And what I like to do is I'm going to cook them in their liquid. I'm going to heat them up in the liquid, and I'm going to cook them long enough so that most of the liquid is gone. And then I will take a pat of butter, put some butter on the vegetables. I have already salt and peppered them. And they're going to be tasty. And this is what I'm going to have alongside those baked bacon-wrapped chops. Okay, these are the chops after 25 minutes. I'm going to flip them over, and then I'm going to put them back in the oven probably for another 10 or 15 minutes. You can see it's pretty liquidy. And I think the foil kept more of the steam in than I wanted to. But that's okay. We will get there. So I'm going to put them back in the oven at 400 degrees after I flip them for 15 minutes. And then we'll see what we have. My green beans have cooked down the way I like them. I put a tablespoon of butter on the top. And I'm going to just let that butter melt down over the top of them, and then when I'm ready to eat, they will be ready. Okie dokie, they're done. Now, I turned them over after I took them out when the timer went off for the 15 minutes. I put a little bit of butter on each one, some salt and pepper, and I put it back in the oven that was turned off for 4 or 5 minutes. And this is what we have. So, now I'm going to be very, very careful with these metal skewers because I don't want to burn myself. That looks pretty tasty. I'm going to take some of this fat and I'm going to put it on which is, part of this is butter fat, and I'm going to put it on my chop. Now, I'm definitely going to eat one of these. If I still feel hungry, then I will eat another one or part of another one. So, put my green beans on. If you've never cooked canned vegetables like this, you should try it. There's something about it. When you cook canned vegetables this way, they taste really, really good. And kids love them like this. They really do. All right. And I've already salt and peppered my green beans. So, that's it. That's going to be my supper. I decided to use a placemat today. I never use these placemats. Rarely. So I thought I'm going to treat myself and have a placemat. I'm going to grab myself a napkin and I will finish off this meal with some club soda. Because you know, I just love plain old club soda. So there you go. I'm going to put some pictures at the end of this video of what I have eaten a couple of days prior, which will include those Omaha filet mignon steaks. So I do want to show you that. So I will include the pictures on the end. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, and share. And as always, you know that little is much when God is in it. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Just so you know, I cleaned up my plate. I actually only ate one chop. I ate all of my green beans, and I am completely satisfied. Very, very good.